Hello everyone. Welcome back. What do I need? What have I done? Is the grandma? She's happy, right? Okay. I did come back and I played. Do I have 5 bottles? Yeah, I did a couple of things. I basically went back and properly did everything. So those things in the last part, I think, where I save stated and then reloaded to get both, you know, lots of text. Yeah, I came back in and just got the heart piece and Madame Aroma's bottle and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so this time I need to get Kamaro's mask. I need to do the Keaton quiz. I don't really know what else. Oh, I need to speak to the mayor. Okay, well we can do that. I'm just getting stuff here. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll skip ahead to the mayor's office opening. So yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I changed my mind. Let's do the Keaton quiz. Oh no, I could have got 20 money. Had I just done it with 1 spin attack? Never mind. All right, let's see what he's got for us. Oh. Warashi yo. Interesting. Maro o damasou to shite muda jazou. Good. I guess Warashi is, you know, young one or something? Oh, child. Something like that, maybe. Yeah, child. Okay, perfect. Maro? Is that like a pronoun? Yeah, it is. I. What is... Who says that? Amazing. So, Maro wo damasou to shitemo. So this is kind of like volitional here. Damasou. Damasu is to deceive. And if you do volitional and then to suru, or any of its, obviously, any of its conjugations, it means to try to do something. So, and then the shitemo kind of makes it even. So even if you try to deceive me, and then muda jazao, which I guess is just basically saying it's ineffective, it won't work, it's pointless. Malola Kitan wa, so that's just we Keaton. Shippo no tsuya no guai de. I think that's Shippo is tail, tsuya is maybe like the sheen, the shine. I think it is, isn't it? I think I kind of remember the English actually. Tsuya. Yeah, gloss or a glaze, yeah. Not guai de. I guess guai is just the condition. Condition, state, manner, health, yeah. De, so by the condition of the gloss of our tails, ichizoku o miwakeru no ja. Well, I assume miwakeru is to look and kind of separate, so it's like to tell apart by, visually, I suppose. It's to tell apart with one's eyes. And ichizoku, I guess, is just, you know, a single race. So I wonder if it's, you know, we can just tell our one race apart from others by our tail, basically. Ma yoi. Walashi yao. Well, that's just like, you know, a noise. Kind of like now then. Yoi is just E, I think. Well, it is, isn't it? But, yeah, I think it's just saying like, well, okay, sort of thing. Warashio, that's just child, isn't it? So just calling us Hitotsu Mondo to Iko de wa nai ka. So one, and then this is like the kanji for question and the kanji for answer. So it's like question answer or you know, a question or a quiz maybe. Let's just look that up. Mondo. Questions and answers. Yeah, of course, right. Mondo. To. Hitotsu mondo to iko. de wa nai ka. Iko, is that like iku? Does that mean like let's proceed to a single question? I don't know why to's in there though. Hitotsu mondai. To iko de wa nai ka. I don't know. I think I'll ask about that. Hopefully you'll get some answers in the comments. Mondai de ojaru. Ojaru? That has loads of meanings, I think. To come, to go, to be. Mondai de ojaru san taku de kotae o. So using the three options, answer, I think. Answer using the three options. Mondai de ojaru. Maybe it's like the three options that sort of come via the question. Come via the question, maybe. Or come with the question. Oh, wait a minute. Usually, there's an auxiliary verb here. Usually after the particle de. Forms a polite copula. I wish I knew what that meant. But there you go. Mondai de ojaru san taku de kotae o. Anju no chichi no namae wa. So Anju's father's name. And then just sort of that becomes a question anyway. Like, you know, sort of like what is it is kind of implied. Totasu. Kamekichi. That's a good one, isn't it? Totasu. It's kind of similar because, you know, kame is turtle in Japanese. So I guess they're trying to trick you and make you think that, you know it was something to do with like a shelled reptile. So maybe you just mess it up. Well, it might have been a bit of a play on a name as well, actually. I don't know. Mondai de ojaru san taku de kotae o. Mappu ya chinkuru wa hidari kiki? Migi kiki? So yeah, the map dealer Tinkle. Left-handedness or right-handedness? And I'm actually going to save state because I think he's right-handed. Oh, look at that. Liu Kiki, meaning both. He is ambidextrous. Okay, he's right-handed. Good. Monjai de ojaru san taku de kotae yo. Bokujo no musume Lomani ga lenshu de tsukatteiru fusen wa nanko. So Bokujo no Musume, the young girl of the ranch, or the pasture, the farming land. Lomani ga, that's just the name of the Musume. Lenshu de tsukatteiru fusen wa nanko. So how many, no, the balloons she is using for practice is how many? Kind of vibe. She only uses one, doesn't she? Ikko, sanko, tsukatte nai, meaning she's not using any. Staru kiddo ga tsukau gakki wa. So the skull kid use instrument is, like what's the instrument the skull kid uses? Tatebue, yokobue, ocarina. So tate is vertical and yoko is horizontal. So I think it's yokobue. Which is because it's a flute, isn't it? They're horizontal, right? Let me just look that up. Yeah, yokobue. I'm gonna just save state again because I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, good. Yokobue. All right. Miruku bar de urareteiru vintage miruku no namae wa. So miruku bar de urareteiru. So at the milk bar being sold. And I read this quite poorly. This is vintage, meaning vintage, or maybe like premium. I don't know why. I don't know why it's vintage, actually. Why is it vintage? That doesn't mean high quality, does it? In English? Or does it? I thought it just meant like old, classic, I don't know. Anyway, vintage miruku no namae wa. So what's the name of the vintage milk that is sold at the milk bar? Shorto Romani. So short Romani, Chateau Romani, and Shappo Romani. I don't know what Shappo is. Chateau Romani. Oh, okay. Yoi zo. Hobi wo torasu. Hobi is a prize. I'm sure you've got the rest of it. Torasu. I don't have any entries for torasu. but, you know, it must mean to give or to... Yeah, it must mean to give, right? Okay, I'm not going to read that. Short on time as it is. Warashi yo, mata ao zo. Ho, 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 ho. So child. Again, let's meet, and then laughing. I also have the post head, so let's get that done. Otsutome gokurou-sama desu. Otsutome. Otsutome, I guess, is that just like your work, basically? Yeah, one's business. Otsutome. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, it's just your work, basically. And then gokurou-sama desu is quite common. It's not as polite as I don't think. Oh, is it? Yeah, maybe it is as polite. Gokurou-sama, otsukare-sama. Anyway, I suppose it's kind of an acknowledgement that you're working hard. I suppose it doesn't really translate. It's just kind of a kind of a greeting. Not quite a greeting. It's yeah, it's just an acknowledgement. It's just something that's commonly said, I think. I think people translate it as like thank you for your hard work, but I think that's kind of bad because yeah, you're not actually you're not always thanking them. That's the thing. I think it's like I say, it's just an acknowledgement that you're working. Gappi is a noise. Tegami igai no ibutsu ga toukan sarete imasu. Gappi. So tegami igai is like outside of a letter, as in other than a letter. So tegami igai no ibutsu, and I guess ibutsu is just maybe something that's been left behind, or simply, yeah, relic, memento. Oh, foreign substance, foreign body. It can be either of those. And then toukan. I guess that's just to have been, yeah, posted. Okay. Mailing or posting. I'll put kanji for this because that's quite an interesting kanji. I've seen it before, but yeah, to is like the one for nageru, and it's often used to mean that something has been submitted. Like the word for voting, for example, is touhyo, and it's like nageru. It's like to throw your vote. It means to submit your vote. And this is toukan, to sort of be submitted as mail. And then sarete imasu is just passive, so something has been submitted as mail. I say something, a foreign substance maybe, that is not a letter, that is something other than a letter. And then gappi, we get another heart piece. Cheers. Gokurou-sama desu. So that's just the same thing again, just acknowledging that we're working hard. And then gappi. Okay, the maze is nearly open. Breh. Oh, what's happening with my face? That's a bit black. Looks kind of cool, actually, isn't it? I quite like that. Come on, dude. I think I have managed to beat him in once. Oh, I have managed to get... I think I have. I managed to get like the exact frame it should open. I guess I will not wear it first. We'll see what everyone's saying to each other first. And then we'll put it on. Sude ni hotondo no junin wa jishu teki ni hinan wo shimashita. Let's take that sentence first then. So sudeni is kind of like already. So yeah, already. Hotondo no junin. As I've said before, hotondo means almost all. And as I've probably said before, the Japanese really struggle with almost in English because they translate hotondo as almost, but it actually means almost all. So Japanese people will say like, almost English people don't speak Japanese, which obviously makes no sense to us. But yeah, so that means almost all of the living people or the residents of the town, essentially. Almost all of the residents. I think Jishu Teki ni sounds like on their own. It's like one zone, and then this is kind of to assert. I think one's like assert oneself, maybe. Yeah, independence or autonomy. Yeah. So Jishu Teki ni, kind of. I guess that makes it into a kind of an ly adverb, doesn't it? Like on their own, li. Hinan wo shimashita. And that's, as I said before, the postman said this, to sort of flee danger, maybe is the right thing. It's like to take shelter, to evacuate. And then shimashita, just, that's past tense. So already, almost all of the residents have taken shelter. Chouchou no shiji wo machi kirezu ni ne. So the mayor's kind of indication or advice, machi kirezu ni, like without waiting for the mayor's instruction to do so. And I think machi kirezu, I don't know, I don't think it has that much of a nuance. You could probably just say matazu ni. Machi kirezu ni. Like maybe it implies a kind of a without waiting patiently for the... Oh no, maybe it means being unable to wait for the mayor's indication. I think it might mean that, actually. Yeah. Nokoru wa koumuin to chōshū dake. So yeah, nokoru wa, that's kind of interesting. Nokoru wa instead of nokoteiru. No wa. Anyway. Yeah, that is weird. Anyway, what remains, basically. Koumuin to, so again, like the postman was, public, like service workers, I guess, public work members. And chōshū. Shu means like a large population, doesn't it? I've read it wrong. Why is that not chōshū? Why is that not chōshū? I don't have any entries for it. One second, let me find a better app. Let's go with Weblio. That sounds good. Chōshū. This is useless. It just can't be the reading, surely. Ugh. Sorry everyone, I'm looking. It's just not giving me the kanji for shoe now, which is quite annoying. Oh, there it is. Oh, chōshū, maybe. What is this? Chōnai no hitotachi machi shu. It's just the people inside the town. I don't know what he means. Unless it's like members of a committee of the town or something. Anyway, that's enough. I don't know. And then chō, just calling his attention to the mayor. Calling the mayor, I mean. Narabi ni kanibaru jikko iin ni onegai shimasu. Narabi ni. Just look that up. Oh, maybe this is like requesting of both of them. So it's like chō, and then narabi ni apparently means and also both and as well as. So maybe it's like and in addition, the carnival. Jikko, I suppose, is to actuate, basically. This means to like occur, and this means to well, reality. So to really, to really carry out, I suppose. So, or less literally, just to carry out. So the carnival carrying out, and then this is a committee. In is just a committee. Ni onegai shimasu. Or does it mean... Yeah, no, I think it might mean he's calling the mayor and he's saying, like, you know, could you also request to the carnival committee, basically, could you also request it of them to like flee or whatever, I think. Machi ni iru subete no hito tachi ni hinan kankoku wo dashite kudasai. Oh, it is kankoku. Okay, I'm really pleased. Good, I got that. So, to, I suppose, the people, or rather all of the people who exist in town, a kind of evacuation evacuation, yeah, advice, and then dashite kudasai, like please produce, please present, please put out an evacuation recommendation, I suppose. So obviously, you know, he doesn't know what to do. Koshi nuke domo me. Oh my god, terrible. Koshi is like I think it tends to be like your lower back, maybe your hips sometimes. Your koshi is kind of, I suppose, maybe considered to be like, you know, the middle and therefore sort of the important part of your body, maybe. So koshi nuke means that it's kind of, you know, it's missing, I suppose. So it's like spineless, backboneless, backless. So it means kind of cowardly, weak. And then domo, I guess, just pluralizes it in a less pleasant way than tachi does. And then me is like it's just like a sentence ender that expresses like hatred. You use it basically with insults. Like you could say like gaijin me, and it means like, well, it means like fucking gaijin. Basically, it's, you know, it's pretty bad. So yeah, so he's saying like fucking spineless bastards or something like that. So yeah, pretty horrible. And then honki de tsuki ga ochite kuru to omotte oru no ka. So honki is basically with like real intent. Like, are you for real, basically, in thinking, I suppose, in thinking that the moon will come falling, or fall come, you know. Are you for real in thinking that the moon's going to fall? Okashi na dema wo shinjite awateta shunin ga, okay, paniku wo okoshite nigeta dake da. Dema. Oh, okay. A dema is apparently a false rumor, which is an abbreviation from demagogy. Demagogy. I don't know how to say that, but yeah. So apparently a false rumor, maybe. So so okashi is strange. A strange false rumor believed, panicked, like residents. Okashi na demo wo shinjite awateta shunin ga. Yeah, distressed residents, sort of brought about or created or caused panic, and ran away, and then dake. So it is only that they believed a strange false rumor, and kind of, you know, the residents panicked and, well, caused panic, and they ran away. That's all that's happened. That's sort of the vibe of it. Chouhei wa paniku o fusege nakatta. Sorry, let me start again with this. 長平はパニックを防げなかった蝶の外こそ危険だぞい。I don't know if these are separate sentences. They might be. So Chohei is basically just the town soldiers. Paniku o fusege nakata. Fusegu is to defend against something. So fusegeru is to be able to, and therefore fusege nakata is the past negative tense of that. So were not able to defend against panic. I think they are separate sentences. And then machi no soto koso. So it is surely outside of town, for sure, that is dangerous. It's rather, koso is kind of like rather than this, that, or rather than that, this. So rather than the danger being in town, it is rather that the danger is outside of the town. And then jitai. Or is that jittai? Might be jittai. Yeah, jittai. So jittai no haku dato. I don't know why that's a question. Ha-aku is to comprehend something, basically, to understand, to grasp. And jittai is like the true situation, I believe. So I wonder if he's mocking the soldier and saying, did you ask me if I understand the situation? Because it has got this quote at the end. Jittai no haku dato. But I feel like if he was asking the soldier if he understood, it would be more like Jittai wo hayaku shiteru no, or something like that. Shiterun da. So I'm not entirely sure really, actually. Carnibaru no chushi koso atte wa naranai jittai da. Yeah, so rather than continuing with the carnival, stopping the carnival or the suspension of the carnival is more the problem. It is more that the suspension of the carnival cannot be, I suppose. Atte wa naranai. That's just no. Actually, what is up with that? Atte wa naranai. Yeah, no, I think that kind of works. It's like it would be unacceptable for there to exist a suspension of the carnival. And then that all modifies jittai, which is the true situation. So he's just kind of, modifying what the real situation is. The real situation is that the carnival cannot be stopped. So desu na, Chocho. So isn't that right, Mayor? So he doesn't know what to do again. I love that sound clip. It's hilarious. Honki de itteru no ka muto. So yeah, for real, are you saying that? Muto, which is his name. Kisama no me ni wa bukimi na iwa no katamari ga hairanai you da na. So into your eyes. Kisama is very rude nowadays, but perhaps it wasn't as rude back in this setting of this day. But yeah, Kisama no me ni wa, so into your eyes, that unpleasant, unsettling, ominous, I think, is bukimi. Let me just check that. Yeah, ominous, eerie, uncanny, ghastly, weird. Bukimi na iwa no katamari. So that kind of ominous, like, chunk of boulder. Katamari is just like a mass, a lump, I think. Katamari. Lump, mass, bundle, clump, clod, cluster, yeah. Ga hairanai you da na. So seems as though it has not entered into your eyes. That eerie, you know, stone mass in the sky, right? In the sky wasn't said, but you know. Maitoshi imagoro nara kankou kyaku de gotagaya shiteiru jiki da. So yeah, I think everything's kind of modifying this. Jiki is like a period of time, basically. So it's a period of time in which, and then I have to look up this word because I'm not sure what gotagayesh. Okay, gotagayesu apparently is to be in confusion or commotion, to be just crowded or jammed with people, basically. So it is a period of time where we are just, you know, where that is crowded with people, or rather crowded with tourists. Kankou kyaku, it's like to see, kind of, I suppose, sights in a way. Literally, it's like see light customer, but I guess it shouldn't be taken literally, the middle one. It's like see, you know, sights customer, so a tourist. So just crammed with tourists every year around this time, if it is. So if it is around this time every year, this is a period of time where we are just jammed with tourists. Sore ga dou da? Like, kind of like, how is that? You know, how is that? Like this year, I guess, is implied. Machi wa gara gara da. So the town is gara gara, which is, I think implies, I think that's kind of the sound. Clattering, rattling, gargling, empty, bare, uninhabited, vacant, unoccupied. Rattle, like in a baby's toy. Yeah, so obviously, as I said, it means empty or bare. So the town is empty or bare. And I wonder if that's kind of implied because maybe in like a baby's rattle you have like, what? Not in a baby's rattle specifically, but in things like that. You might have like one or two things that kind of move about and, you know, hit the edge to make a sound. You know, it's obviously, if it was full, you wouldn't get that sound out of it because nothing would be able to move. So I'm wondering. Probably not, but I'm just wondering. Carnibaru no un-e wo mamoru no wa tashika ni omae no shigoto da. So the kind of the upkeep or the maintenance or the guarding or the protecting of the management of the carnival, for sure, is your job. You know, he understands that. I know it's your job to uphold the management of the festival. Danga hito atte no carnibaru daro. So, but a carnival of, like, where people exist, I suppose. It's interesting that you can say, like, aru here, I think. Is that even right? No, maybe that's not right. Hito atte. I'm not getting results for that. Because I feel if it was, I think you would say just hito aru no. Or maybe hito no aru carnibaru. But I don't think you would. Hito no iru carnibaru. Anyway, the point is obviously that it's like, you know, he's saying, but, you know, you need people at the carnival, don't you? But I'll ask about that, I think, because that's interesting. Might be sort of N1 grammar, actually. I'm not sure. Shounin ya chouhei wo makikomu no wa yamete morao. Okay, shounin is just like business people. We saw that with the mask salesman, didn't we, I think? So yeah, just like commerce person, business person. Chouhei is town soldiers. Makikomu is to kind of reel into. Maku is to like reel something up or wind something up, and komu just involves sort of, just means that something is kind of very much stuck inside something else. So makikomu is like to wind like securely into the situation, I suppose, in this case. So it's like, don't get us dragged into it, is what he's kind of saying. It's like merchants and town guards, the kind of involving of them I will receive your stopping doing that, I suppose. It's like, I'll have you stop involving the merchants and town guards in in his plans or whatever. And then, I still can't think of anything to say. Chohei wa nigetakereba nigerao. So town guards, if they want to run away, fucking do it. Basically, run away. Ware chōshū wa initie no shikitari ni shitagai? I don't know if the text box has ended, actually. It might not have done. In fact, I suspect it hasn't. But yeah, ware chōshū wa, so us. I think maybe like town committee, maybe. Initie no shikitari. So, ancient times or old times. Shikitari is a custom. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Old times customs will follow. Carnibaru wo seiko saseru wai. So yeah, we will follow the old customs and we will cause the carnival to succeed. This is kind of the difference between transitive and intransitive, I think. If it was Carnibaru wo seiko suru, it just kind of doesn't work, because it's like the carnival succeeded without anyone helping it to do, the carnival just succeeded. The carnival itself succeeded. But because they're going to make it succeed, you have to use saseru, you have to use the causative. So Carnibaru wo seiko saseru, why? And I don't know why it's saying why, to be honest. Machi wo steru jikeidan nado kita koto nai na baisen yao. So he's saying his name right back at him. Baisen or Vysen or something. So yeah, I think he's saying like a jikeidan. Jikeidan? Vigilance Committee? Vigilante Corps? Is that what it means? It seems to be like self-police group. So maybe it is, yeah, maybe they become like vigilantes. If they run from their jobs or something. I'm not sure, actually. But yeah, machi or steru. Steru is to throw away or to discard. So a group of police, an authority group. I'll go with that. I don't know if it's vigilantes or actual, police or whatever. But or maybe it's just an autonomous police group. I'm not sure. But yeah. So an authority group of some kind that throws away its town. And then Nado is just like, or whatever else you want to call it, I guess, etc. Basically, kita koto nai na. So there does not exist the phenomenon or the experience of hearing that. So I've never heard of a guard group that discards the town. Aroma okusama mo so osharu deshou na. Dotoru Chocho. So Aroma Okusama is just, aroma wife woman. her I don't know, it's just Summer. What is this Summer? It's just speaking highly of her, isn't it? So anyway, Madame Aroma also so osharu. It's like she also would say so. Wouldn't she? And then dotoru chocho, just saying, dotor, mere dotor. And interestingly, dotoru is a coffee chain in Japan. I think it's like the same spelling, if you will. Dotoru. Is that coffee? Yeah, it looks like coffee, yeah. So I don't know if that means anything, to be honest. Maybe not, but there you go. And then, Yome-san no hanashi wa yameyou yo. So he's getting a little bit firm there. He's sort of saying like, you know, let's stop with the discussion of involving my wife. Let's stop with the talking about my wife. Chou chou dotoru shi. Interesting that they've gone with shi. Maybe that's just kind of used for politicians, maybe. Maybe it's because you don't want to give too much politeness, maybe, to a politician. I don't know. And maybe it's because they're like servants of the government, servants of the people, perhaps. So maybe you don't say san or sama, you opt for shi. I'm not sure, but yeah. Dotoru shi is just another like title thing. So he was written in your notebook. Let's put on the marks. Oh! Ah! Ah! Meoto no men ka. Natsukashii na. So, you know, it's the couple's mask, basically. Or it's the couple's mask, is it? Natsukashii na, just like, you know, how... it's not nostalgic, really. Just, yeah, maybe. Just kind of makes you think of being young, I guess, maybe. And he's obviously married, so he's thinking of his getting married to Madame Aroma or whatever. Wakai kappuru ga kekkon shitanda ne. So a young couple have married, haven't they? Ka-chan, chanto nigeta kana? So Ka-chan, I think this is him kind of referring to his wife, like how his kids would refer to her as mum. I think that kind of happens out there, maybe. But yeah, I think he's talking about his wife, I think. Ka-chan, chanto nigeta kana? So, did she sort of successfully, properly run away? Nani? Ima nante itta? So what? Now, what did you say? Something like that. Mina-san. So yes, everyone. Kazoku no koto ga shinpai desho? So, kind of things related to our families. There is worry, I suppose, or worry. Or basically, you know, we're all worried about our families or whatever. Skoshi kaigi wo chudan shimasen ka? So a little meeting, suspend, chudan. Same sort of thing, chudan shimasen ka? I think that means like in the middle to sever in the middle of something. Shikash chocho. So it's like, but mayor. It's like, ii janai desu ka? Like, that's, I don't know, kind of like literally it's kind of like that's okay, isn't it? Or less literally it's just kind of like maybe saying that's enough now, you know, we're let's stop all this, basically. E.g. There? Let me look that up. Is it E.g.? It is E.g. Okay. E.g. de nokoru mo kazoku wo mamotte toku e nigeru no mo. E.g. de? What's E.g.? E.g. is, oh, willpower, spirit, obstinacy. So I guess it's just like, yeah, protecting your family. And the mo is just kind of saying this and this. I think it's just making them two options that are equally like valid. But yeah, ichi de nokoru. So remaining by sort of sheer determination or willpower or something. So remaining, you know, because of that, and protecting your family, or running distantly also. それは皆さんの自由ですよ. So that both of those are everyone's freedom. Basically, he says nothing. arigato ne. So thank you. Kaigi owarasete kurete. This is kind of in the other way round. You could probably just put the arigato at the end, because it kind of links in very well with this being te form at the end here. But yeah, this is causative here. Owaru is to end, for something to end of its own, on its own, and owaraseru would be to cause something to end, to bring something to an end. So yeah, kaigi owarasete kurete. So thank you for kind of, bringing the meeting to an end for me. Otono wa minna ijippari dakara. Let's have a look at that. Ijippari, obstinacy, obstinate person. So is it just, adults? Talking about adults, every one of them is, kind of stubborn, because every one of them is stubborn. Mitomo nai yo ne. Mitomo nai. I've seen this recently, haven't I? Shameful, indecent. Mitomo nai yo ne. It's like it's unbearable, or it's terrible of them. I don't know. Kore wa orei da yo. Cool. So obviously at the end there he said, this is thanks, or a reward. Solya atasha tayori nai chouchou dakedo. Yome-san gurai wa mamoritai ne. Atasha, I guess that's like atashi wa. I don't know why he's saying atashi though, because that's a bit womanly. Atasha tayori nai chouchou dakedo. So maybe I'm like an unreliable mare? Like, yeah, I think so. Like, I'm an unreliable mare, but at least my sort of wife, I suppose, my bride, at least my wife, I want to protect, And then chouchou o kaigi jikoku kara sukutta. So from a meeting hell, you saved the mare. And then this was written in your notebook. Alright, cool. I guess I kind of have to leave it there then, because, yeah, that's gone on way longer than I thought it would, but yeah, never mind. Alright, cool. I will then. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope it's been worthwhile, and I will see you next time.